everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. In today's podcast, I will tell you two predictions. One, as I had been telling you about that thing, that fall of the empire, US will decline. And along with this, I will also talk about the Donald Trump will also go down in this falling of US now. Second scenario, I will talk right now the way it is emerging. The second world is emerging now. Now in few months, few weeks and few months, and maybe as the time goes on that, a new world will be emerging. This world will stay for many years, many decades to come. So let me just talk about why Donald Trump is, US is falling. When empire falls, they do all these kinds of errors. Right now the war with Iran, it is not controlled by Donald Trump or America, it is controlled by Israel. So they basically are fighting for the cause which is not America first, it is for the Israel first on that. Number two, they have underestimated Iran very much in this case. Iran is much more powerful than anticipated. They anticipated that war may go to 2 to 3 days only. Actually it has gone into more than 40 days, and Iran is still powerful. You can fight another 40 days or maybe more months to come, and that's the way it is coming out on that. And now I will talk about why Donald Trump thinks himself is a messiah, is an alternative, he is confirmed now, he thinks himself messiah, Jesus. And he said himself in one of the video, in one of the press conference, that God is co-commander in a war with Iran with him, and that is what he is communicating. He also given on his truth table a communication where he seems to be, he presumed himself the picture where he is Jesus and is trying to kill people there. So there is no doubt at this moment that Donald Trump thinks himself is a Jesus where he is not actually. Is much more cruel and is creating a more violence in all over the world. What happened in Iran when so many people, more than 3,000 people died, is primarily because of the misjudgment of Donald Trump and Netanyahu. Netanyahu may be knowing about that this is going to be there, but at least it was a gross error from Donald Trump point of view, and is an ego state, and is basically want to rule the world the way it is coming out. And that is what the symbols of an empire fall. You become arrogance, you do the wrong mistakes on that. Instead of acting based on the norms and the rules you set for the world, you start breaking those rules, and that this is what happening now. And that's why overall, that is the empire of America is falling like anything. And Donald Trump is probably going faster than that. Either the Article 25 will be invoked as early as possible, or maybe by impeachment, or maybe by just because the next midterms Congress election, if Democrats win, he will be as good as nothing about that. Can be any accident after that. So Donald Trump is falling that to the shore, and that's why I'm telling you, protecting you right now. America is falling. The new world is emerging on that. Iran is quite powerful in that new world. At least he's the new boss in the Middle East. That's the way it's coming out. Obviously, and the new world will stay for many decades. Now you will see the actual picture of the 21st century time to come there. Thank you very much for listening.